Hello, welcome to my show. I have a mineral sunscreen to try today. This video is sponsored by Hero Cosmetics. They have a new SPF called the Force Shield, and they sent it to me to give an honest review. An honest review I shall give. So I've been using this sunscreen for the past few weeks. I have some insights to share about it. Before we get started, I just wanted to share the coupon code that they are providing for 15% off your first purchase of Hero Cosmetic products. And so that's going to be linked below. The code is rotten SPF. So it seems that a lot of people have been reviewing this lately, and so it's part of their campaign. I thought it'd be a good idea to show you what this sunscreen looks like on light to medium brown skin. I've been using it for the past 3 weeks, on and off, and I'm here to try it for you on camera. If you've watched my channel, you know I've tried lots of mineral sunscreens throughout the last year, including tinted ones, but also non-tinted ones. This one's, of course, non-tinted, although I'll show you it has a slight green tint to combat redness that I'll talk about later. The problem with a lot of mineral sunscreens is that they tend to be oily because oil can act as a solvent for particles like zinc oxide. This formula is made with 17.5% zinc oxide. It does have some oils in there from plant seeds, but it's not very oily or greasy on the skin, and that's really one of their selling points, is that this is supposed to be a lightweight formula that's non-comedogenic and good for acne-prone individuals. I'm not particularly acne-prone anymore, but I do enjoy a lightweight mineral sunscreen that's easier to blend in and doesn't look too shiny on the skin, and so I think that they've delivered something nice with this. It's rare to come across a lightweight mineral sunscreen, in other words. So this one's an SPF 30 made with 17.5% zinc oxide, and that's the sole UV filter in here. It also is silicone free, if that is important to you, which I think helps it feel more lightweight. It's not waterproof, so it's not something that I wear when I go outside, or tend to, like, anytime I'm doing anything strenuous outside. It's something that I've been wearing more around the house, especially with that SPF 30. That's an adequate amount of protection, but I tend to wear something a little bit higher on SPF scale when I am going outside. So it's something they recommend reapplying every 2 hours. When I've worn this around the house, I kind of stopped reapplying sunscreen, and that's just how I've been living my life, so thank you. In terms of the other ingredients, they have lots of botanical extracts in there to promote an anti-inflammatory, antioxidant-rich formula. They have green tea extract, turmeric leaf extract, moringa seed oil, and lots of others. You know that I don't put too much weight in those types of ingredients in a sunscreen, which is meant to sit more on top of the skin or just directly under the top layer of the epidermis. But it's worth mentioning, it could possibly provide some relief from inflammation for people who do tend to burn. I did mention the green tint, so why don't I go ahead and just try it now for you. It comes in this cool bottle. It's like a 1.7 fluid ounce, same as the Dermatology, like in terms of size. So otherwise it's 50 milliliters, and it's an interesting container because it's like a pump tube. It's a pump in a tube at the same time. Oh yeah, did I mention it's $19.99, under $20. That's what I tend to look for also in a sunscreen. So anyway, here's what it looks like. Comes out, and the texture is very smooth. It does have that slight green tint, and they state this helps camouflage redness in people who have like inflamed skin. My skin doesn't tend to get very red, so I can't really comment on that, but you could tell the consistency is really nice. It is lightweight and seemingly easy to blend into the skin, and so I will demonstrate that now. I like to layer my SPF in light layers. I think this promotes better coverage. Another thing I like about this sunscreen is that it blends in easily, even in the hairline, and I have applied this into my facial hair when I had even like longer facial hair than now. I'm not going to do it today, but I'll show some clips of where I actually did apply it in my beard. It's one of the only mineral sunscreens that I feel comfortable putting in that region of my face, because usually mineral sunscreens like clump in the beard or just like leave a really bad ashy look there. This one, I'd say, it's like probably the only mineral sunscreen that I can get away with putting in my facial hair or not having to worry about it blending into the hairline, which is really nice. So again, this one is fragrance free. It has like, it does have a smell to it, probably just from the ingredients in here. It's an unusual smell. It kind of smells like an old Halloween store or something, which isn't that bad. It doesn't linger for too long, but that's just something I've noticed. I haven't really heard other people complain about it. Just a second. Hello? Whatever. So yeah, but you know, that's just a consequence of them not putting any fragrant ingredients in there. Hello? Yes. I'm good, how are you? You too, bye. Alright, so how are we looking? Sometimes in studio lighting and on camera, mineral sunscreens give a flashback, like a blue flash. But I'm thinking this one looks pretty decent right now. I was putting it on my neck, and I'll just do another bit. It's been a while since I've filmed properly like this, but anyway, I'm gonna put on another layer just so you can see what it would look like in a real world application. Again, it is really lightweight. It feels like, it doesn't feel like a typical mineral sunscreen. It doesn't have that heavy, kind of greasy feeling that a lot of them have. And so it's quite pleasant to apply. It's something that I would actually look forward to apply, which I feel like is really important in a sunscreen. So if you don't like applying your sunscreen, you're not going to. So there you go. I did a couple of light layers, and that is adequate for me. So in terms of the sheen, it is kind of maybe like satiny. So not greasy, not super shiny, but provides a healthy glow at first. I've noticed it gets more matte as it dries down though. And you can see it's almost just like on my skin, there's no white cast kind of instantaneously when it's applied. And like most mineral sunscreens, any sign of a cast tends to soften with time. I'm not going to say it's cast free, right? This is a zinc oxide formula. Zinc is white in nature, and if it hasn't been super micronized, you're going to see a bit of a cast on my skin, and I think maybe possibly the green tint is what is helping to camouflage it. It's really not noticeable, and something that people aren't gonna notice, right? I'll say that for deeper skinned individuals though, and from the few reviews that I actually did watch, it seems that the cast is more obvious. I think one way to minimize a cast is by doing this layered type of application, because you're allowing the layer to fully dry before putting on another one, whereas if you just put a huge clump of sunscreen on your face, like globbing it, you're not creating like an even layer across your face, and so it might look blotchy and thus more white and casty. So I recommend always applying your sunscreen in layers. So now it's been a couple of minutes. Maybe you can notice that it's drying down nicely, and I'll insert the clip again where I applied it before on my beard, and that lighting is daylight, so you can compare there. I've tried reapplying on other days and I didn't have any issue with pilling, so that's another thing that can be a problem with some mineral sunscreens that I didn't notice with this one. I think they figured out a good texture that allows you to reapply comfortably throughout the day. There you have it. It's been what, 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes now, and I feel that it looks really good, and I'm ready to continue doing whatever I'm going to do today, which is not much. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget there's a coupon code for your use, 15% off Rotten SPF at Hero Cosmetics. Let me know in the comments if you have tried this before, what your thoughts on the product are, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.